Alright, got some new Mitsubishi Eclipse commercials. Let's check this out. I'm excited. Alright, this guy knows how to rap, that's for sure. Alright, but what about the car though? I mean, it's called an Eclipse, so you know what that means. It has to be a... I mean, I'm guessing it's a cool sporty car. Guess we'll have to wait and see, because it seems like they won't show the car. Everybody seems so happy too. This has to be a cool car. I mean, I can't wait to see it. Oh, we got a sneak peek of what it looks like. Yeah.
Cockpit that will transport you to another universe.
Oh yeah.
Audiences agree.
Will it?
The Eclipse Cross is a must-see.
The Eclipse Cross.
At a dealership near you.
That was pretty cool. My cheeks are like...
Her cheeks.
Your cheeks are stale from smiling too much on camera. Yeah, I know how it is. All right. Well, that it looks like a cool car. We gotta just check out what it looks like. So let's check it out. There's just a little problem with the new Mitsubishi Eclipse Cross. I'm glad they didn't just call it Eclipse. They added the cross there, so we know it's not something we should resemble or something we should connect with the old Eclipse, which was an awesome car, because this is obviously not. So the problem that I have with this design here is it's very simple actually. I'm not gonna do a crazy redesign for this. When I saw this car, I just thought, man, I can't wait to get home and try to fix this rear end, because there's not, you know, we're not going to be able to make this into a beautiful car. That's not going to be the goal with this. I want to keep the original thoughts that the designers had and respect whatever thought they had when they designed this car, and try to fix the main issue with this car, which is this line right here, this silhouette right here. You see this bulge? This whole rear just bulges out, and this to me ruins this design more than the split window right here. That's fine. I mean, cars have it. Toyota Prius has had it since I don't know when, 2005 or something like that. It's not the most you know, functional thing, because it's going to block your rear view, but I respect that they can keep that. They can keep these weird fender lines right here. And they can keep this extremely deep cut in the car that's there for some reason. They can keep all of this. The only problem that I have is this rear bumper or rear end of this car, and that's what I'm going to try to fix today with this quick redesign. One other thing that I don't get with car designers and production cars these days is the wheels. Like, just move them out just a little bit. Like this, so they are at least in line with or flush with the fenders, instead of just putting them all the way in here, so when you look at it from, if this was more angled of more of a rear view angle, we're not even gonna notice the car. It's gonna look like it's floating, because you can't see the wheels sticking out or be flush with the side. You know, tiny details like that can just make a huge difference on a car design, and that's what I want to show you with this redesign. So I'm going to move out these wheels. I'm not going to put any 20-inch rims or something like that. I'm going to keep it as close to the original as possible. Kind of like a challenge to myself to see if, you know, if we can take this car and make it just a bit more attractive than it is right now, using just a few key lines that is going to hopefully change this into a more appealing design. So let's get to work, and let's try and fix this Mitsubishi Eclipse crisscross. Now, before we get into the sketching part, just make sure you hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. That way you get notified when new videos are uploaded every single week. Oh boy, let's get started with this redesign, shall we? So the issue that I was mentioning before is this rear bumper, and I just want to make it cleaner and still keep the original design that the designers intended, instead of just going crazy and completely redesign this car. This is just a quick redesign, just to kind of calm myself down whenever I see this car. I just want to see what we can do with it. So I'm cleaning up the rear here, and I want to create this straight line instead of having this bulge in the back. Now I know that some of you will say, but hey, it's going to impact the luggage or the storage capabilities. And yeah, you're correct, but sometimes you have to find a bit more of a balance between how something looks and how it works. And in this case, I think this tiny impact on the luggage or the storage capacity is definitely worth it. We could bulge this thing out as far as we want. Yeah, we're gonna have a lot more storage, but it's gonna look like crap. So there is always a balance between functionality and design, and I think when it comes to design, it's even more important to have a nice balance between how things looks, because cars, as I mentioned before, it's all about how you feel when you see the car. And I'm always going to be form before function. That's why I'm not an industrial designer anymore, because everybody was like, hey, you can't bake this. It looks cool, but we can't, there's not gonna be, you're going to lose this functionality, and you know, it's too expensive and blah blah. I don't care about that. I care about how things look and how you feel when you first lay your eyes on the product. So that's the whole point of this redesign. And also, as you just saw, I just moved out the wheels a little bit to create some not chamfer, but to create some space so that they actually fill out the wheelhouse and not look like thin bicycle tires that sits all the way in, almost in the on the chassis. Final touch here is to create this chamfer on the rear hatch to make it look more real. And after this, I'm just gonna show you the before and after, and you be the judge if you liked the original or if you like the redesign. Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'm going to link my car makeover playlist up here in the right hand corner. And if you like to hear me rant and ramble about cars and try to redesign them, you might enjoy those videos as well. Thank you so much for spending a few minutes with me today. I really appreciate that. I'm the Sketch Monkey, and I hope to see you in the next video. I hope you have a fantastic day. Take it easy.